They insulted you once, but your reaction can destroy you for years. Most people think strength means shouting back, proving a point, or humiliating the other person. But Stoic wisdom teaches something different. Real power is staying calm when others lose control. Real discipline is refusing to let disrespect enter your mind and poison your peace. There is one sentence that can instantly change the energy of any disrespectful situation. One sentence that reveals emotional control, self-respect, and inner strength. And by the end of this video, you will understand why this sentence is so powerful that it can silence arrogance without raising your voice. Before we continue, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for more Stoic wisdom that helps you stay calm, disciplined, and mentally strong in a noisy world. Disrespect hurts because humans naturally want acceptance. We want to feel valued. We want to feel heard. And when someone insults us, ignores us, mocks us, or treats us unfairly, our ego reacts immediately. The mind starts racing. How dare they talk to me like that? I need to respond. I need to defend myself. I need to show them who I am. This is where most people lose control. They allow another person's behavior to control their emotions. Instead of remaining calm, they become emotional prisoners. The Stoics warned against this thousands of years ago. Marcus Aurelius wrote that you always have power over your mind, not outside events. The problem is that most people forget this when emotions rise. One rude comment can ruin their entire day. One insult can destroy their peace. One disrespectful moment can control their thoughts for weeks. But Stoicism teaches that another person's behavior belongs to them, not you. And this is where the powerful sentence comes in. When someone disrespects you, calmly say, "If that is how you choose to behave, I understand." That sentence changes everything. Notice what it does. You are not begging for approval. You are not fighting. You are not insulting them back. You are not becoming emotional. You are simply recognizing their behavior without allowing it to enter your spirit. This sentence is powerful because it reveals emotional maturity. It sends a message without aggression. It says, "I see your behavior. But I refuse to become like you." Most people expect conflict. They expect you to react emotionally. They expect anger. When you remain calm, you instantly gain control of the situation. A weak mind reacts instantly. A strong mind observes first. This is why Stoics mastered emotional discipline. They understood that anger usually creates regret. Think about how many people destroyed relationships, opportunities, careers, and peace simply because they reacted emotionally for a few seconds. One angry message. One uncontrolled outburst. One emotional response. And suddenly years of trust disappear. The Stoics believed that self-control is greater than revenge because revenge keeps you emotionally attached to the person who hurt you. But calmness frees you. Epictetus taught that people are disturbed not by events, but by the meaning they attach to them. This means disrespect only destroys you if you allow it to define your emotional state. A person insults you. That is one event. But then the mind creates stories. They think I'm weak. I need to prove myself. I can't let this go. And suddenly the pain becomes larger than the original situation. Stoicism teaches you to separate facts from emotions. The fact is simple. Someone behaved badly. That is all. Their disrespect reflects their character, not your value. This understanding changes how you move through life. Many people are disrespectful because they are internally unhappy. Some are insecure. Some are angry. Some are jealous. Some feel powerless and try to dominate others through words. A calm person sees this clearly. When someone insults you, they often reveal more about themselves than about you. Strong people do not constantly try to humiliate others. People who are truly confident do not need to prove superiority every moment. This is why Stoics avoided emotional battles with foolish people. Seneca believed that arguing with ignorant people only pulls you into chaos. Sometimes silence is stronger than explanation. Sometimes calmness is stronger than intelligence. Sometimes walking away is stronger than winning an argument. Modern society encourages reaction. People are rewarded for outrage. Social media teaches people to respond instantly. Everyone wants the last word. Everyone wants to appear dominant. But Stoic wisdom teaches restraint. Not every insult deserves your energy. Not every opinion deserves your attention. Not every battle deserves your participation. One of the greatest skills you can develop is emotional detachment. Detachment does not mean weakness. It means control. It means refusing to let temporary emotions control permanent decisions. Imagine someone insults you publicly. Most people immediately become defensive. Their breathing changes. Their voice changes. Their thoughts become chaotic. But the Stoic pauses. The Stoic observes. The Stoic remembers. This moment will pass. This person does not control my mind. My peace matters more than my ego. That calmness is rare today. And rare qualities create powerful people. People often misunderstand Stoicism. They think Stoics suppress emotions completely. That is not true. Stoicism teaches emotional mastery, not emotional numbness. You can feel hurt without losing control. You can feel anger without becoming destructive. You can feel disappointment without becoming bitter. The goal is not to become emotionless. The goal is to become disciplined. Because uncontrolled emotions make people predictable. If someone knows they can easily provoke you, they control you. Read that again carefully. If people can easily provoke your anger, they can manipulate your behavior. That is not strength. That is emotional dependence. The Stoic refuses to give others that power. This is why calm people intimidate emotional people. Calmness signals confidence. Calmness signals self-respect. Calmness signals internal stability. And most people lack internal stability. The truth is that many people disrespect others because they expect no consequences. They are used to emotional reactions. They are used to chaos. But when they meet someone calm, composed, and emotionally disciplined, they become uncomfortable. Because calmness reflects strength they do not possess. There is another reason the sentence works so well. If that is how you choose to behave, I understand. It places responsibility back on them. You are not absorbing their negativity. You are not carrying their emotional burden. You are recognizing their choice. And choices reveal character. Stoicism constantly reminds us that character matters more than reputation. People spend too much time trying to look powerful instead of becoming powerful internally. Real strength is invisible. It appears in difficult moments. Anyone can appear calm when life is easy. But true character appears during disrespect, criticism, pressure, and conflict. That is when discipline matters. This is why Stoic philosophy remains powerful even thousands of years later. Human nature has not changed. People still struggle with ego. People still seek validation. People still lose control emotionally. People still allow small insults to steal inner peace. And people still suffer because they react before thinking. Stoicism interrupts that cycle. It teaches awareness before reaction. One practical Stoic habit is creating space between emotion and response. Even a few seconds matter. Pause before speaking. Pause before texting. Pause before reacting. That pause can save relationships, careers, friendships, and peace of mind. Many regrets are born from instant emotional reactions. Very few regrets come from staying calm. This does not mean accepting abuse forever. Stoicism is not passive weakness. You can still set boundaries. You can still leave toxic environments. You can still defend yourself wisely. But the difference is that you act from clarity, not emotional chaos. A disciplined response is always more powerful than an emotional explosion. Some people think aggression creates respect. But often aggression only creates fear or distance. Respect comes from self-control, consistency, and character. The strongest people in the room are often the calmest. Think about leaders who remain composed during crisis. Think about people who speak carefully under pressure. Think about individuals who refuse to lose control publicly. That calmness earns trust. And trust creates influence. Stoicism is deeply connected to self-respect. When you respect yourself internally, you stop needing constant external validation. You stop chasing approval. You stop fighting every critic. You stop explaining yourself to everyone. You stop wasting energy proving your worth. A powerful person understands this. Not everyone deserves access to your emotions. That sentence alone can change your life. Because many people spend years emotionally reacting to strangers, critics, coworkers, family members, and online opinions. They lose peace trying to control what others think. But Stoicism teaches something freeing. You cannot control others. You can only control yourself. And once you deeply understand this, life becomes lighter. Imagine waking up no longer emotionally disturbed by every opinion. Imagine no longer needing everyone to understand you. Imagine staying calm while others become emotional. That is inner freedom. And inner freedom is one of the highest forms of power. Another Stoic principle is perspective. Most disrespectful moments are temporary. Ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? Most of the time, the answer is no. Yet people destroy their peace over moments that quickly disappear. Stoics constantly zoomed out mentally. They remembered how short life is. They remembered that energy is limited. They remembered that peace is valuable. So they protected their minds carefully. Modern life constantly attacks attention and emotional stability. News. Drama. Arguments. Comparison. Social media conflicts. Criticism. Noise everywhere. This is why emotional discipline is becoming more valuable than ever. A calm mind is rare now. And rare things become powerful. The next time someone disrespects you, do not rush to defend your ego. Observe first. Ask yourself, is this worth my peace? Most times it is not. People who constantly react emotionally become exhausted. Their minds never rest because they are always fighting invisible battles. But the Stoic conserves energy. The Stoic chooses peace wisely. The Stoic understands that not every opinion deserves emotional investment. There is another hidden truth about disrespect. Sometimes life uses disrespect to expose your emotional weaknesses. If a small insult completely destroys your mood, it reveals an area where emotional growth is needed. Stoicism encourages self-examination. Instead of immediately blaming others, ask, why did this affect me so deeply? Am I overly dependent on validation? Am I insecure about something? Am I allowing ego to control me? These questions build self-awareness. And self-awareness builds strength. Most people spend their lives trying to change others. Stoics focused on changing themselves. Because inner mastery creates external stability. One emotionally disciplined person can transform an entire environment. Calmness spreads. Discipline spreads. Wisdom spreads. And chaos also spreads. Choose carefully which energy you carry. The sentence again is simple. If that is how you choose to behave, I understand. Say it calmly. Say it without sarcasm. Say it without anger. Then protect your peace. Sometimes the greatest victory is refusing to continue the conflict. Some people feed on emotional reactions. Do not feed their chaos. Your silence can confuse people who expected drama. Your calmness can weaken people who expected emotional collapse. Your discipline can inspire people secretly watching you. Remember this. Every disrespectful moment is also a test. A test of patience. A test of discipline. A test of self-control. A test of character. Anyone can react emotionally. Few people can remain calm under pressure. That is why emotional discipline is a superpower. The Stoics trained their minds daily because they knew difficult people would always exist. You cannot remove all rude people from the world. You cannot stop criticism completely. You cannot prevent disrespect forever. But you can strengthen your response. That is where true power lives. Not in controlling others, but in controlling yourself. And once you master that, people lose the ability to disturb your inner peace so easily. Many people spend years trying to win arguments. Very few spend years learning emotional mastery. Yet emotional mastery changes everything. It improves relationships. It improves leadership. It improves confidence. It improves decision-making. It improves mental peace. And most importantly, it protects your energy. Protecting your energy is not selfish. It is necessary. Because your attention shapes your life. What you constantly think about becomes your emotional reality. If you constantly replay disrespectful moments in your mind, you continue suffering long after the event ends. The Stoic breaks that cycle. The Stoic lets go. Not because the behavior was acceptable, but because peace is more valuable than prolonged anger. Never confuse calmness with weakness. A lion does not panic at barking dogs. Strong people do not need to announce strength constantly. Their behavior reveals it naturally. When you remain calm during disrespect, you demonstrate emotional independence. And emotional independence is rare. The world teaches people to seek reactions. Stoicism teaches people to seek mastery. Mastery over thoughts. Mastery over emotions. Mastery over impulses. Mastery over ego. That is the path to inner peace. The next time someone disrespects you, remember this. You do not need to prove your worth to emotionally careless people. You do not need to win every argument. You do not need to react to every insult. Your peace matters more. Your discipline matters more. Your future matters more. And often the strongest response is calm detachment. If that is how you choose to behave, I understand. Simple. Calm. Powerful. If this message helped you, subscribe to the channel for more Stoic wisdom on discipline, emotional strength, self-control, and inner peace. Your journey toward becoming mentally stronger starts with mastering yourself first. Most people spend their entire lives trying to control other people's opinions. They change their personality to fit into groups. They stay quiet to avoid criticism. They pretend to be someone else just to feel accepted. And in the process, they slowly lose themselves. Stoicism teaches the opposite. It teaches you to build a character so strong that outside opinions no longer control your identity. Because once your happiness depends on other people's approval, your peace becomes fragile. One compliment makes you feel powerful. One insult makes you feel worthless. That is emotional slavery. The Stoics refused to live that way. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself that other people's opinions are temporary, unstable, and outside his control. Even as an emperor, he faced criticism, betrayal, disrespect, and judgment. Yet he understood something important. Trying to please everyone is impossible. No matter how kind you are, someone will misunderstand you. No matter how disciplined you become, someone will criticize you. No matter how successful you are, someone will envy you. This is part of life. Once you accept this truth, you stop wasting energy fighting reality. You stop expecting universal approval. You stop becoming emotionally shaken by every negative opinion. And you begin focusing on what actually matters. Your values. Your actions. Your discipline. Your peace. This mindset changes how you handle disrespect completely. Because many insults are simply projections. A jealous person criticizes confidence. An insecure person attacks peace. An angry person spreads anger. A dishonest person questions integrity. People often attack qualities they secretly struggle to develop themselves. That is why emotionally intelligent people do not absorb every insult personally. They observe patterns. They understand human nature. And they refuse to let negativity enter their inner world. There is a dangerous habit many people have today. They replay disrespectful moments repeatedly in their minds. They relive arguments while driving. They replay insults before sleeping. They imagine revenge scenarios for hours. And without realizing it, they allow one moment to poison an entire day. Stoicism teaches interruption. Interrupt the emotional spiral. Interrupt the obsessive thinking. Interrupt the need to prove yourself. The faster you release emotional poison, the stronger your mind becomes. Because holding anger for too long damages you more than the other person. Many people carry old disrespect for years. A comment from childhood. An insult from school. A betrayal from a relationship. A humiliation from work. And those memories silently shape their identity. They become defensive. Distrustful. Emotionally reactive. Constantly trying to protect wounds that never healed. But Stoicism teaches healing through understanding. Not every painful experience deserves permanent emotional residence in your mind. Some memories must be released so your peace can return. This does not mean forgetting lessons. It means refusing to stay emotionally trapped. The Stoics valued inner peace because they understood life is short. Very short. Too short to spend constantly angry. Too short to spend proving yourself endlessly. Too short to carry bitterness everywhere. Imagine reaching old age and realizing most of your emotional battles were unnecessary. Most arguments changed nothing. Most critics disappeared. Most insults were forgotten. Yet you sacrificed years of peace reacting emotionally. That realization is painful. So learn emotional discipline early. Protect your mind early. Master yourself early. One of the strongest things you can say internally when facing disrespect is this: their behavior is their responsibility. My response is mine. That mindset changes everything. Because now you stop becoming emotionally contagious. You stop allowing toxic behavior to spread through you. A disrespectful person speaks with anger. You respond with calmness. A rude person seeks chaos. You maintain composure. An emotional person seeks conflict. You choose clarity. That is strength. Many people think confidence comes from appearance, money, or status. But deep confidence comes from emotional stability. A truly confident person does not collapse emotionally every time someone disagrees with them. A truly confident person can remain calm under pressure. A truly confident person does not need constant validation. This is why Stoicism creates quiet confidence. Not loud arrogance. Not fake dominance. Not attention-seeking behavior. Quiet confidence. The kind that speaks through actions. The kind that remains steady during storms. The kind that protects peace instead of chasing drama. The world today rewards noise. Stoicism rewards control. The world rewards attention. Stoicism rewards discipline. The world encourages impulsive reactions. Stoicism teaches thoughtful responses. That difference changes lives. Imagine two people facing the same insult. One explodes emotionally. The other remains calm and composed. Who looks stronger? Who appears more disciplined? Who seems more powerful internally? Calmness always reveals deeper strength. This is why emotional reactions often reduce credibility. People trust stable minds. People respect controlled behavior. People admire composure under pressure. Even your enemies secretly respect discipline they cannot control. There is another important Stoic lesson about disrespect. Not every situation requires words. Sometimes silence is enough. Sometimes walking away is enough. Sometimes distance is enough. And sometimes your success becomes the response. Many people want emotional reactions because it gives them influence over your mind. Do not hand over that power easily. Your attention is valuable. Your emotional energy is valuable. Your peace is valuable. Guard them carefully. Epictetus once taught that if someone succeeds in provoking you, realize your mind is complicit in the provocation. That statement is powerful. Because it shifts responsibility inward. Instead of blaming the world constantly, you begin strengthening your internal control. You become harder to manipulate. Harder to disturb. Harder to emotionally shake. That is freedom. Real freedom is not merely financial. It is emotional independence. The ability to remain internally stable regardless of external behavior. And that level of control takes practice. Daily practice. Stoicism is not just philosophy. It is training. Training the mind to remain clear under pressure. Training emotions to obey wisdom instead of impulse. training yourself to choose long-term peace over short-term reactions. This is difficult at first, especially if you are naturally emotional. Especially if you grew up around anger, shouting, or constant conflict. But discipline can be learned. Calmness can be developed. Patience can become stronger. Every difficult interaction becomes practice. Every disrespectful person becomes training. Every emotional trigger becomes an opportunity for growth. This is how Stoics viewed life. Not as endless punishment, but as opportunities to strengthen character. When someone insults you, ask, "Can I remain disciplined here?" When someone provokes you, ask, "Can I maintain peace here?" When someone disrespects you, ask, "Can I respond wisely instead of emotionally?" Those questions create transformation. The average person reacts automatically. The Stoic responds intentionally. That difference separates emotional chaos from emotional mastery. Another hidden truth about disrespect is that people often test boundaries unconsciously. They observe reactions. They observe emotional weakness. They observe insecurity. This is why self-respect matters deeply. A calm person can still set firm boundaries. Stoicism is not about becoming passive. You can firmly say no. You can leave toxic relationships. You can remove yourself from unhealthy environments. You can confront problems directly. But you do it without emotional loss of control. That distinction matters. Controlled strength is respected.